Hello everyone, this is just a short video and I'm gonna do only one example on hole punching where there is a half hole. I have another video on hole punching. I put the link to that video in the comment section. So here we just do one example, this one. So again we draw our grid, 4x4 grid. Here the hole is actually here. This is a half hole. So when there is a half hole, we just treat that as if there is just a hole, not half hole. So here, hole is here, here, so there is a paper in here, there is a paper here, there is a paper here. So we put an X in our grid, corresponding to the location of this half hole. If there wasn't any paper in the location of the half hole, we would put a circle, as I explained in my other video. So we compare these two figures. The axis of symmetry would be this line. So the axis of symmetry is this. And then we reflect the X over this axis of symmetry. So here, when we reflect the X, when you look at the location of this X here, the reflected X, you see that there is a paper here, but there is no paper here. So when you reflect this X, you put a circle in here, not an X. Why? Because here we don't have any paper. And when we move the X from here to here, there is no paper here. So we put a circle rather than X. So we compare again these two figures. The axis of symmetry would be this. So we draw the axis of symmetry. So now again we need to reflect the X's and circles on this side over this axis. Whenever we have a half hole, the X or the circle would be on the axis of symmetry. So when that happens, we just don't do anything with the X or circle. We just leave it as it is. But this circle needs to be reflected over the axis of symmetry. So we reflect this circle, and because we have paper here, we reflect it as X. Then in this figure, axis of symmetry would be this here. So we reflect this X over the axis of symmetry. This time we put an X because then we have a paper here. We are just unfolding this part over this axis. So here we would have a paper. So we put an X. And then we reflect this X in here. So the answer would be, because these are all X's here, the answer would be E.